Welcome back to the channel. My name's Zach, and in today's video we're going to learn exactly how to prepare a base ready for the resin-bound top coat. Now there is a few ways we can do this, but in today's method we're going to learn about open grade Tarmac, which will make it fully porous and SUDS compliant. Now if you want to know exactly how much this costs, stick around to the end and I'll let you know. Let's get into it.
Right, another lovely dry day here in England. So today we're going to go through the most important part of any resin-bound driveway, and that's the base preparation. I'm going to take you through the full project, bells and the whistles, and give you the price at the end. So let's get stuck in. The first step in preparing the base is removing the old surface. In this case, we're dealing with good old block pavers. We're using a 1.5 ton machine to carefully break up and lift the old blocks. This ensures we get down to the required depth while avoiding unnecessary damage to the surrounding area. Now, the depth of the excavation depends on the existing ground conditions, but typically, and in this case, we're looking at around 250mm to allow for solid and stable foundations going forward. Also, at this point, it's crucial to remove any soft spots or loose material we find along the way. This will prevent future movement or sinking once the driveway is complete. A good dig out sets the foundation for a long-lasting driveway, so we make sure to take our time and do it right. So as you can see, currently we've only got two men on this job. We've got the digger driver, and we've got what we call a spotter, come labourer, come legs, come butty man. So basically, his job is going to be to keep an eye on the bucket when he's getting close to the property, and also any hard to reach areas where the digger can't get to, his job is to get in there so the digger driver can crack on. It's always at this point now when we always start to cross our fingers, because you never know what you're going to find in this industry. The digger you deep, the more surprises you find. From old drainage pipes to forgotten foundations, you never know what's hiding beneath an old driveway until you start digging. And no, we haven't really found anything cool underneath, other than a few broken bottles and old newspapers. I'm still looking for that treasure chest. So the dig-off's nearly done now, and waiting for the grab to come. So you've got to remember, dig-off's the most important bit. A poorly excavated driveway will lead to subsidence, and it's going to crack down the line. That's why we don't cut corners on this part. Get the dig out right, go to the right depths. There's a foundation for a driveway that's going to last for decades. Okay, now we've got the surface cleared and a bit of space, we can lay down some geotextile fabric before the stone arrives. This fabric is crucial because it acts as a separator, preventing the stone subbase from mixing with the soil beneath. Without this layer, the subbase could shift over time, leading to dips or cracks in the finished driveway. It also helps improve drainage by allowing water to flow through while stopping fine particles from the stone clogging the system. So, right on cue, the grab man's here. So, once the blocks and any remaining sand layer underneath has been gathered, we need to clear the waste. Now, instead of using a skip, we're bringing in grab wagons. Grab wagons are ideal for driveway jobs because they can quickly remove large amounts of waste and deliver new materials in the same trip, reducing costs and keeping the job moving efficiently. Clearing out all the loose material gives us a clean, solid surface to start rebuilding from. The grab wagons we use can remove up to 16 tonnes of waste in one go, making it cost-effective and time-saving solution for these larger projects. Okay, so next we'll make sure the geotextile's down and we'll start bringing in the stone. So we're using MOT Type 1 stone on this job, which is strong, load-bearing material used for sub-bases for roads, driveways and patios. Now depending on the job, we do use MOT Type 3 sometimes, which just means they're larger rocks and got better drainage. We lay this at a depth of 120mm, which is enough to provide stability and support for the vehicle traffic. The stone is spread evenly across the area before being compacted using a twin roller. Compaction is key here. If the base isn't compacted properly, the surface above can start shifting over time. So we go over it multiple times with vibrating roller to ensure it's as solid as possible. Alright, I'll chuck a cheeky little fact in for you. MOT Type 1 stone, commonly used as sub-base in construction projects, just like this one now, gets its name off the Ministry of Transport, MOT, in the UK. This indicates that the material meets specific standards set by the Ministry of Highway Works, ensuring it's suitable for road construction and other applications requiring a stable foundation. So it looks like we're good to go.
Alright, before we go any further, if you haven't already liked, commented and subscribed, please do so, it's going to help my videos a lot. And also a big shout out to today's sponsor, the resin rocks from the resin mill. Let's carry on. Alright, so grab man's here again, second load, he just needs to get rid of this and that's the waste gone. We'll get the tram down and spread out all the MOT correctly and get that whacker down proper. A strong, stable foundation is key to a long-lasting resin-bound driveway. That's why we take our time to dig out the old surface properly and make sure we're down to a solid sub-base before we start installing any new materials, from stone to block edges. This is the main part we've got to nail off. Every job starts with good preparation. We always keep the customers updated throughout the process so they know what to expect. Right now, we're getting everything ready for the next phase, which will be laying the sub base before compacting it down for strength and durability. It's at this part sometimes customers can start to worry because they've come out and it looks like a bomb site. One good way to explain to them, you've got to break an egg to make a cake. They can get their head around that. Okay, so one question I get asked quite a lot is how do you work out how much MOT Type 1 stone you need for the project? Instead of going onto Google, this is the old school method. So we have a 90 square metre driveway and we want 120 millimetres depth of MOT Type 1 stone. Let's break it down quickly. Step 1, we work out the volume. We take the area, 90 square metres, and multiply it by the depth in metres, which in this case is 0.12. That gives us 10.8 cubic metres. Step 2, convert to weight. MOT Type 1 weighs around 2 tonnes per cubic metre, so we multiply 10.8 times by 2, which gives us 21.6 tonnes. To be on the safe side, it's always a good idea to round up a little for compaction and coverage. So in this case, we'd order 22 to 24 tonnes of MOT. Simple as that really. If you're planning a project and need more tips, do comment below. Okay, so we're 2/3 of the way through this project now. Now all the stone's been spread, we're going to get the lads on with the block edging. I haven't got any videos of this because I was away on another project, but you can get the drift and then we'll move straight onto the tarmac. As you can see, all the edgings have gone in there. We've used a charcoal edge, so we use a normal block paver on the front by Marshalls, and on the edges we use a KL key curb. Now that the base and the edgings are in place, we move on to laying 60mm of open grade porous tarmac. This type of tarmac is perfect for resin-bound driveways. It allows water to drain through freely, keeping the driveway fully permeable and SUDS compliant, which is important for many UK planning regulations. Tarmac arrives on site in a heated lorry, hotbox, to keep it at the right working temperature. If it cools too much, it becomes difficult to spread and compact properly for the lads. Once tipped, it's quickly spread across the surface using rakes and levelled out evenly. The tarmac is then compacted with a roller to create a strong and stable foundation. By using a proper vibrating roller, this ensures there are no weak spots, and it also removes air pockets that could cause movement later on. The result is a smooth, even base that's ready for resin top coat. Here's a little interesting fact about the durability and performance of tarmac. Tarmac is highly weather resistant, making it an ideal for roads, driveways and car parks. It can withstand extreme temperature and heavy traffic loads. It's also flexible, unlike concrete which can crack under pressure. Tarmac has some flexibility, reducing the chances of major cracking. Okay, Then we installed 120mm of MOT Type 1 stone and compacted it using a twin roller. We then added charcoal block paved border and a KL key curves along the edging. We then finished with 60mm of open grade porous tarmac, creating a fully permeable surface ready for a resin bound finish. Okay, so the answer we've probably all been waiting for. Exactly how much did all this cost? So we have a 90 square metre block paved driveway and we've charged the customer £95 per square metre to get it up to this level now. So the grand total to get this prepped up before the resin is £8,550. So all that's left to do now is to let this tarmac cure, come back in 2 weeks, and then using the resin mill's resin rocks, we're then going to lay spring haze down for the final colour. And there you have it. That's the finished result. Complete. Customer's happy. Now, the customer paid a total of £14,400 for the complete finished product. She's happy. We're happy. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.